Hey, tent, hut.
Hi, I'm Peter Brusso. I'm with Dick Bentley, our commander of the Chapter 78 of the Coachella Valley Veterans. And this is our first podcast that we're going to be doing hopefully monthly or so and communicating with everybody. Good afternoon, Dick. How are you?
Good afternoon to you, Peter. I'm well, and you're looking nice and slender. Looking great.
70 pounds now.
Yeah.
70
Congratulations.
pounds and going.
That's good.
I'm still alive. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's always
Well,
a good thing. Yeah.
You know, Dick, what you've done with the chapter has been outstanding. You know, when we just a little historical piece, I got you sucked into the whole thing, and then I ended up out of it, and you ended up taking the whole thing over. And we had a huge, extremely large group this last time. I was quite shocked, and of course, I've been away. So I'd like to use this as a forum for us to be able to communicate with on a monthly basis. And so why don't you tell a little bit about what we do at the meetings, Dick?
Okay. I've been the commander now for, I don't know, is it 2 years?
Yeah,
I think
I would have to say about
at
2
least
years now, at least.
Probably into my second. May will be my second full year, and I took over from Cy Kaplan, who's been a veterans advocate for over 70 years, World War II veteran. He's turning 94 tomorrow.
Wow.
And he was getting tired, and somehow or another, I got asked to do this, probably because no one else would, but I've enjoyed it. It's been a learning curve. And a few years ago at our meetings, we would have maybe, a good night would be 10 people, on the average night 6 or 7. And we've really put an effort to build a bigger nucleus. And my goal was to try to bring in some younger blood, because at 78, I'm one of the younger ones in the group. So we need some people in their 50s and 60s, and that are really committed to working for the veterans. And we've been fortunate. We have found a few, and we've gotten a couple of guys that are really into it. Ed Gundis, our service officer, and Ron Heath, who's a junior vice, but he really is really committed to helping veterans and does a lot for them. So we put the emphasis on gaining membership, and this year we hit our quota for the year last week.
Hi, Dick. We lost our internet connection there briefly. Let's get back to this. You were mentioning that we exceeded or hit our goal for membership in District 11. What's District 11, and how many did we get?
Okay, our chapter is from Palm Des Indio all the way east to Blythe. We're part of District 11, which is kind of the Riverside, San Bernardino County area, up to 29 Palms, and in that area. We recruited 7 people, and I think the key point of the 7 people is we are truly trying to recruit people who want to be involved and active in the chapter. We have, as a chapter, we have almost 700 members, and we can only get, yes, and we can only get average of 16 to show up.
Even with a free dinner.
Even with a free dinner, it doesn't work.
Doing well on that.
No, we get a lot of people that join and get their benefits solved and whatever, and then they say, "Hey, that's it. I'm taken care of. I don't want to do anymore," and that's their choice. We're not being critical of them. That's just what they do. But we're trying to get people that are committed to being active in the chapter with our fundraisers, with our outreach to the community. One of the things I say at every meeting, the whole purpose of us being in Disabled American Veterans is not to get together once a month and have a dinner and then go away and think about the DAV again a month later. It's really to think about it every day, to see what our members can do to help the veterans in the valley. Our motto is "We leave no veteran behind," and our mission is to improve the quality of life of the Coachella Valley veterans. And we need people to help us do that. So we have 2 major fundraisers a year, on Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and we raise a fair amount of money. Plus, we get contributions from grant contributions from the Sun City veterans. We get it from Walmart. Quite a few businesses will chip in some money. And what we do, and I hate to at the meeting, it sounds like I preach a lot that we want to raise money, and we do, and we need it to do the things that we do for our veterans. So we have taken, I think the size last count is like 8 or 9 veterans out of the homeless ranks, got them jobs, got them clothes, got them a place to stay, and they're back in society. We gave, I think it was 20 turkeys out on Thanksgiving week to veterans. We donated 4 or 5 more to the Sunlight Fill the Bus turkey drive for the homeless veterans and all. So and we do, if a veteran is down and out and they need some groceries, we'll get a gift card from Walmart who works with us, and they're only allowed to purchase food and and things of that nature, no beer or cigarettes or anything like that. So we really need to work hard to raise money to do more, and so that's the type of veteran that we're attracting, and we've been successful. I think the proof will be in the pudding come this May when we do our fundraiser for Memorial Day weekend. These 6 or 7 that we've uh, signed up have agreed to work with us and sit out in front of stores. So that will be help us raise the money. We've also we started on a trial basis, trial only to see how it goes. We started a scholarship fund at Indio High School for the sibling of a veteran, and we're calling it the Seymour Cy Kaplan Disabled American Veterans Scholarship. It's for $500. We'll be picking the children, I think, next month, and if that goes well, we'll increase it to 2. We'll maybe go to another couple more schools. So we may be talking a couple $1,000s a year as a scholarship to help the siblings of veterans. And it's not just the kids going to college. If they go into a certified training for mechanics or plumbing or hairdressing or whatever it may be, we'll help them with their tuition. So we're really proud of that. It's something we push for, and I think it's something we really want to get going. And we're involved, myself and Ron and Eddie, we sit at the Cook Street VA Extension every Monday morning for 2.5 hours. Ron and Eddie are at the Palm Desert Library Monday and Wednesday afternoons helping veterans. We're on the committee for the Raul Ruiz Veterans University, which is this coming Saturday. I'm the head of the PR for the Veterans Expo in Indio. So we're really committed to joining the community of veterans organizations and trying to pull them together. We've talked with VFW leaders and all about trying to work together more often to help on some of these things to help out our veterans. So we're trying to really build the veteran organization, the community of veterans organization of the Coachella Valley to become a bigger combined institution, each with our own separate mission, but working together to see what we can do to help the veterans.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You work a lot with Ruiz, right?
Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I have found that putting aside other issues, other political issues, because I have found the man to be as committed to the veterans of our valley and his congressional district as pretty much anyone I've met. And what I do like about what he does is he just doesn't say, thank you for your service. We get that a lot and we appreciate it, but that seems to fulfill to a lot of people their obligation to the veterans of the community. I sat in a meeting as on his veterans committee almost 3 years ago, and he brought up the idea of a veterans university and going through the whole thing. And I thought to myself, great idea. Will it ever happen? Well, it did happen. 1 year, it happened the second year, and now it's happened the third year. And he commits a lot of time and effort to it. So I admire and I appreciate his commitment to the veterans of the valley. I don't, every politician does things for political reasons, but I also think he does this because he truly, in his heart, wants to help the veterans. So for that, I commend him a great deal.
When we first got involved with the veterans, we didn't have a service officer for medical. And I guess Eddie has gone out and done that. You want to talk about how he's helping people?
Yeah, well, Eddie has been now 2 years in a row. He just got back from like 5 days training, being certified as a service officer. And what that means is he's the only person in our chapter can sit down with someone and talk to them about helping them get their paperwork process, their disability claims process, working through the VA system and all. He's certified, and he requests a limited power of attorney, so the DAV can then get their legal system behind the person. So they have to become a member. If they're not members, we'll give them advice, but we can't go beyond that. But if they're members, we do it. And he meets, I would say, 2 or 3 times a week. Used to be at Coco's in that room we hold the meetings. That was our private office. But now, seeing that he's at the library, the Palm Desert Library, they have a conference room. He'll meet veterans there and go over the paperwork and go over what they how to process it, what they should put into it, and make them a little more comfortable in the overall process. So Eddie's done a really good job in that, and I think we talked about possibly having him come on and get in more detail. And Ron, who is not he's not a service officer, so he can't get into all the detail, but he probably knows as much as most any service officer in the country. Plus, he's a Vietnam vet. He got cancer from Agent Orange. He had a child that was born with half a brain because of Agent Orange.
Really?
Yes, his PTSD galore. Is really used to be an executive with UPS, and had some issues, and has really straightened his life out, and is as committed to helping veterans as anybody I've met, other than probably Cy. He really is committed, and he's done a lot of research on Agent Orange and its effects, what these diseases are covered from it, and the whole thing. And now he's recently gotten involved with the burn pits that from the Iraqi Afghanistan war, where guys are coming back really messed up. We had a member of Raul Ruiz's Veterans Committee, the lady, so 50 years old, just died of pancreatic cancer that she caught because of the burn pit. So Raul Ruiz is really pushing that too, as to trying to get more notoriety and information out on that. So Ron does a lot on that, and again, I'd like to have him on one of these podcasts to get into more detail on it. I think if the biggest challenge that I think we have, and any veterans organization has that's committed to helping veterans, is getting to the veterans, letting them know what's available to them, and let them know, half the time they say, well, I don't deserve it. And of course you deserve it. You served, so you deserve it. And that's our biggest challenge. The veterans don't know there is so much available to them that we need to get the word out. So that's what we're trying to do with being at Cook Street at the library. We're going to have a table at the Veterans University. We'll have a table at the Veterans Expo, which is April 7th. And maybe next podcast we can go in more detail about that one, because that's
absolutely. And send me any information you've got,
Yeah.
map or location, and I get that up and running.
Yeah.
On the website as well.
Right.
Well, very good. You want to cover anything else in this short podcast?
No, I don't want to, make it too long. I think people listen to it and watch it. Just for any veteran that happens to come to our website and watch this podcast, please contact. Peter can put my name and number up on the screen later. Give me a call. I just before the podcast, I got a call from a veteran just came over from Arizona and needs some help. I get 2 or 3 calls a week, it seems like, and we're happy to have them, and we want to help. You just we're not psychics. You got to come to let us know what the issues are, and we'll sure try and fix them. So that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, that's good. Well, thanks, Dick, for being on, and I'll get this up on the website.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Peter.
Rangers, all the way.
We're motivated.